to condemn this wicked ass nation.
Right.
Right. Look at Isaiah. Right, chapter 47 and verse number 10, man. Right, give me the book of 1 Maccabees. Right, chapter 10 and verse 20. Right, we don't give a damn about the so-called white man on Christmas, man.
That's right.
We care about our people. And y'all sisters, give me the words of the Lord. Give us 2 minutes. Real fast. Real fast. Come on over here. Real fast.
That's right. That's right.
On both sides. Well, y'all see yourself on this side. I know y'all on that. That's right. What would this world call y'all? Black. Okay, Judah, what about you? You said what, Judah? All right, now check this out. Give me the book of Jeremiah, right, chapter 5 and verse 15. We're going to go into some history. Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 30. We're going to teach y'all some things out of the Holy Bible and the Scriptures, who we are. Because black is just a color. Right. Black is the color of your damn coat, man. The Lord never said, I'm going to have little black boys and little black girls and purple and silver and teal and orange people running around. Right. The Lord gave literally nationalities in the Bible of 18 nations. Bring that up.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem.
Hey, the Lord said, take a good heart, O Jerusalem. So we would literally be the Israelites. Right. Our homeland is Jerusalem.
Right. For he gave thee that name will comfort thee.
What the Lord say?
For he gave thee that name will comfort thee.
So what name did the Lord give us? Jerusalem. Israel.
That's right.
Give me the book of 1 Maccabees. Right, chapter 1 and verse 27. We go.
Miserable are they that afflicted thee.
And the Lord said, miserable are they that afflicted thee. Look who afflicted us. Look who beat us down. Now we read about who again? Jerusalem. So Jerusalem got afflicted. Jerusalem got beat. Jerusalem got hung. You know?
And rejoiced at thy fall.
And did what?
And rejoiced at thy fall.
And the Lord said they rejoiced at our fall.
Right.
So in order to fall, you must be what at one point? You had to be high.
Right.
We was high above every nation that you see. Now when you see the so-called white man, you see all of these buildings, you see the money, right? You see the military, you see all of the might in the government. But when you see us, what do you see? We at the bottom.
Right.
We like that gum in the bottom of a damn shoe, man. And everybody just trying to get it off of them, man. Nobody likes us. We're undesirable. They point, they laugh, they beat us up, they hang us, they bruise us.
Right.
Read on.
Miserable are the cities which thy children serve.
Hey, the Lord said, miserable are all of the cities that our children serve. Now, look behind you. What do you see? A slave ship.
Right.
Now, what does serve mean if I'm serving you? That means I'm a slave, man. The Lord said, miserable are all of the cities. Name one place on this earth that we ain't on the bottom, that we didn't serve, that we ain't going to captivity and slavery. Right. Give me the book of Judah, chapter 2 and verse 9, and hold what you got. You know?
Miserable is she that receiveth thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin,
she rejoiced at thy ruin. So all these different nations, they rejoiced at our downfall. Right. So who we reading about?
I'm so sorry, y'all hang out.
Hold on. I gotta ask y'all a question before y'all left.
Okay.
When y'all left out, y'all came to the harbor to do what? To go to the aquarium. You didn't know you was going to run across the servants of the Lord. Right. You didn't know this may be your only opportunity and chance to hear who you are. Right. If you leave, you'll walk down the pathway an unlearned person that denied the words of the Lord.
That's right.
If you could stay 2 more minutes, we could break down who you are in the Bible and let you know that you're God's chosen people.
That's right.
Now you got 2 decisions to make before you leave. Babylon and destruction, or the words of life.
That's right.
Which one are you going to pick?
Wow.
Wow. And they ran to it, man. Babylon destruction. You think you hear it all out here, man? Right. Babylon damn destruction. Read on from there, man. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Right? Y'all sisters got a minute to the words of the Lord? Are we Israelites who got to repent and keep the commandments? Read on.
For as she rejoiced at thy ruin.
Hey, she rejoiced at our ruin, man. Not everybody laughing, everybody in mirth, everybody dancing around and shucking and jiving, man. When all of these different nations, they laughed and rejoiced at our hurt, you know?
And was glad of thy fall. So shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
What the Lord say?
So shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Whatever you did to us, the Lord gonna have to happen to you, man.
Right.
You're not gonna be able to walk up and down with your suit and tie on,
Right.
man, in the land that you stole.
Right.
The Lord
Right.
got your number, man.
Right.
Destruction is on its way. Give me the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 20. Because we not taking a gift, man. Them days is over.
Right.
Give me the book, right aside rack, chapter 20 and verse 10. We're not taking no gifts, man. This Halloween, this Christmas, this New Year's, this Easter, all of these lies, this mirth, this dancing. We're not taking no gold. We're not taking no silver.
Right.
We're not taking nothing in this land. Bring that up, okay?
1 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 20.
Yo.
Wherefore now this day we ordain thee to be the high priest of thy nation,
And they ordained them to be the high priest of the nation.
Right. and to be called the king's friend.
And to be what?
And to be called the king's
We don't
friend.
want to be the king's friend, man.
Right.
We don't give a damn about your chief seats, man.
Right.
We don't care if you accept us. We put on suit and ties. We sitting up there. We got the damn Michael Kors watch on. Right. We got a tie on. We sitting up there in the round table and everybody eating and we discussing things. We don't care about all of your gifts, man. Hold
Right.
that. Bring that up, man.
It's the book of Psalms, right? Chapter 20 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
There is a gift that shall not profit thee.
What the Lord say?
There is a gift that shall not profit thee.
Hey, the Lord said there's a gift that's not going to profit you, man. You can't give me an amount of money to have me to deny the Lord.
Right,
man.
right.
You can't give me all of the silver and gold of this land and think I'm going to bow down to the so-called white man.
Right,
man.
right.
I don't give a damn about you, man.
At
We're
all.
going into slavery when the Lord come back.
That's
man.
right.
All we came up is to teach our people, the children of Israel.
Right.
You know?
And there is a gift whose recompense is double.
It's double, man. You sitting up there, you took that piece of gold, now that's off with your head, man.
Right.
You took that piece of silver, now your car flipping over.
Right.
You took the bribe, and now you gonna get put to death, man.
Right.
Hey, brother, you got a minute to hear the words of the Lord?
Got the kids, I gotta go.
All right, we Israelites, we gotta repent and keep the commandments. You see yourself in the sun? Where you at on that?
I got a plug.
All right, what's your father? Your grandfather's white? On your father's side?
Yeah, but I'm white on my father's side, but on my mom's side, I'm Native American.
Where your father from?
He's from Maryland.
Where is he from? Is he from what? Belgium?
They all go back to like Polish. And stuff.
Oh, you an Edomite then?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Right, you kind of, see that? You kind of trying to put on a mask, man. Right, give me the book of Isaiah. Right, chapter 25 and verse number 7, man. You threw a mask on, man.
Right.
You threw a big, freaky, creepy mask. Right, you got you some Jordans and some Nikes and thought you was going to play the nigga today, man. I'm going to put on the nigga today. Then I'm going to put on the,
I don't go by white though.
bring that up, man.
Isaiah chapter 25 verse 7.
Hey, don't you know I'm cooler than you? You know that, right? See that? You can never be me.
Right.
Bring that up.
Isaiah chapter 25 verse
I'm
7.
Native American.
And he will destroy in this mountain.
What the Lord say?
And he will destroy in this mountain.
Read.
The face of the covering cast over all people.
The covering cast of all people.
Right.
And that's what the so-called white man do.
Right.
He put on a covering cast and he be somebody else, man.
Right.
He sit there and he try to be Jesus. He try to be the angels. He try to be damn everybody that he damn not, man.
Right. Right.
Try to be Pharaoh.
Right.
He try to be all these different nations, and he put on a covering cast and he walk around like he's other people, like a
Right.
creep in the night, man.
Right.
Read
Right.
that again.
From the top, Isaiah chapter 25 verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast.
This is the face of the covering cast, man.
Right.
He put the cast over everybody, man. Look at all the creeps come out at night,
Right.
man.
Right.
Read on.
Over all people.
Over what?
Over all
He
people.
put the cast over all people, man. He make this person black. He make this person African.
Right.
He change all these different names and put a damn mask over his
Right.
face. Read.
And the veil that is spread over all the nations.
And he put a veil over all nations to have them what? Tricked, man. To what, King? To have them tricked and manipulated, man. He don't understand that he's the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks
That's
of.
right.
Go back to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 21.
First Maccabees chapter 10 and verse 20.
You know.
Wherefore now this day we ordain thee to be the king's priest of thy nation, and to be called the king's friend.
We don't want to be the king's friend, man. We don't care to join hands in hands with Babylon, man.
Right.
This place is going down.
Right.
You're not going to be able to smile and walk up and down, right, with your chief laughs and your joys and your mirths. Don't you know that the so-called white man stole this line?
Right.
Are y'all sorry for that? Or do y'all even give it that?
I go by Native American, so I don't know why you point at me for a white man. I'm 50% Native American.
And therewithal, he set him in a purple robe.
Hey, he set him in a purple robe, man.
Right.
So, hey, be quiet. Be quiet. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth when you coming up here, man. Shut your mouth, boy. Bring that up. Hey, shut your mouth when you coming up here talking to the servants of the Lord.
But I want to know why y'all just pointing at me thinking I'm just trying to dress up like whatever the fuck y'all say I am. I just want to really know that, like.
In the crown coat over our people, man. Right. Thinking that we give a damn about a purple robe, about rings, about all of these different chains, about all of the cheap places, man, and the cheap seats, man. You'll never be a Native American.
Y'all see that? I'll never be Native. I'm 50% though. I was born on the reservation and I'm registered in the tribe. Dumb as shit, bro. Goofy shit, yo. Born on the tribe.
Come on over here, boy.
Born on the tribe, yo.
Right there, boy.
Right now on the
Stay right there.
50%.
Give me the book of
Mom
Job.
raised me on
Give me the book
tribe,
of Job,
yo.
chapter 21 and verse 4. Give me the book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 8. Give me the book of Job, chapter 18 and verse 19, man. Right?
Job,
Hey, you damn
chapter
goofy
21
trying to look like
verse
me,
4.
man. You'll never be an Israelite. Bring that up.
As for me, is my complaint to man? And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth.
What the Lord say?
And lay your hand upon your mouth.
Keep running your goddamn mouth.
And lay your hand upon your
The
mouth.
Lord said, lay your hand upon your mouth. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who you are. A destruction is marking your steps. Read on.
Come. Even when I remembered, I am afraid and trembling. Take hold on my flesh. Wherefore do the wicked live? Become old, yea, almighty in power.
Yeah, they may be mighty in power, man. Right? You can sit down there, you can put on a different mask. Why you wanna be black so bad? Right. Tell me why you wanna be Native American. Why you not embracing the white
I was
side?
born on the reservation. White
don't
Mountain
care where you
Apache
were
tribe
born,
in
right.
Phoenix, Arizona.
That's not what I asked you.
I go
Why
by
do you
Native
wanna be me
American.
so bad?
I
Right.
told this dude over here, as soon
Why
as
do
he
you
asked what
wanna
my
be me
authenticity
so
is,
bad?
I said Native American. Am I right? So now they just coming at me.
Okay,
Just
I got you. I got you. Name something about the Native Americans.
I'm White Mountain Apache. I fucking was born in Phoenix, Arizona. I was
Name
raised.
something about them.
Name something about him.
Name something about
Geronimo was White Mountain Apache. I'm White Mountain Apache. My mom, I was born on the reservation.
Name something about them. Stop telling me where you were down born at and name something about them.
What do you want to know about him?
Name
The fuck
something
we
about
used to fucking I'm a part of my father.
You don't know what's going on, man. Let me tell you about my forefathers and about the so-called Native Americans, man. Let's go into it. Give me the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 5 and verse 18, man. Give me the book of Genesis chapter 49 and verse number 19. Right, give me the book of 1 Chronicles, man, chapter 12 and verse number 3. Bring that out, man. You don't know nothing about my forefathers, man. You don't know nothing because you're not an Israelite. The spirit don't bear witness. You put on a damn mask, trying to damn be me. Bring that out.
It's the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 5 and verse 18. The sons of Reuben and the Gadites.
And the what?
And the Gadites.
Gadites, the real Gadites.
That's
the
right.
real man of war. The real men that the spears and the staff, that hated the so-called white man.
So all my followers know that.
Valiant men.
Of what?
Of valiant men.
Of Eminem.
Of valiant men.
Trying to be black.
Of valiant men.
Of valiant men, man. Men that had a sword on them, man. Men that was ready to fight and go to war, man. Not men that wear a damn nasty, filthy bucket hat. Right. Wearing all green. Trying to be me, man.
You?
Men able to bear buckler and sword.
He can't bear no buckler or sword, man.
Right.
You don't even know what a buckler is. You don't even know what a sword is, man. Give me the book of 2nd Maccabees, man. Chapter 15.
Acting like I didn't come here to learn.
These the swords that I
Trying to learn something different, though. Y'all just judging me.
2nd Maccabees, chapter 15 and 15.
Yeah, see,
Second
that's how we doing
Maccabees,
it.
chapter 15 and verse 15. Whereupon Jeremiah,
Reading the King James
holding
Version.
forth his right hand, gave to Judas a sword of gold.
A what?
A sword of gold.
A what?
A sword of gold.
That's the real gold that we had in the swords our forefathers had, man.
Right.
Not the so-called white man running around trying to be me, man.
Right.
Read on.
And in giving it, spake thus, take this holy sword.
Do what?
Take this holy sword.
That's the swords the Gadites had, man. Real weapons of war. Real axes, man. Real bucklers, man. You understand? Real spears, man. Read.
A gift from Yahweh.
What the Lord say?
A gift from Yahweh.
Israelite.
A gift from Yahweh.
A gift from Yahweh. A gift from Yahweh.
right.
Something you can never get. You can never get the gift from Yahweh. You
Right.
can never get the swords,
Right.
the understanding. You understand? Everything the Lord gave us, He'll never be given to us.
That's right.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29, man. These secrets, these in-depth breakdowns, this clothing, this salt, everything the Lord gave us, it'll never be given to you,
Right.
man.
That's
Right. Give me the book of Mark, chapter 9 and verse 48. Bring that up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 9.
29 and 29.
29 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
The secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever.
That's plain, man.
Right.
Forever, man.
Forever.
You could get on IG,
Right.
right? You could try to defend who you are with
Right.
your nobody
Right.
in front of your damn 7 followers,
Right.
And that man you owe money
Right.
that's stuck in your damn location,
Right.
about to pull up on you. You could do all of that faking, man,
Right.
but you'll never be us, man.
Right.
They can
Right.
never be King David.
No,
They can
right.
never be Solomon. They
At
can
all.
never be my forefathers, man. That can never happen. Bring that back out, King.
Come. 2 Maccabees chapter 15 and verse 16. Take this holy sword, a gift from God, with the which thou shalt wound the adversary.
And we gonna wound all of these adversaries,
right.
man. You're not gonna be able to walk up proudly. And that's why I hate Babylon. Right? We thought he was our people, right? That's how wicked this place is, man. You know how many tares are in Babylon?
Right.
How many people that look like us that are really the other nations, man? They try to wear Nikes and all of the pants and walk and have ski maskers and damn have a little gun in their pocket. And it'll never be us, man. Stop trying to be the Israelites. All right, bring that up, whatever I call it.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 9 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Where their one dies not, and the fire is not quenched. For everyone shall be salted with the fire, and every sacrifice shall be salted with salt.
Right, every sacrifice gonna be salted with salt, man. You understand? They was never in the fire. They was never in tribulation. They would never be refined as perfect as that sacrifice of that meat offering. You understand? Going through the fire, which is salted. Read on.
Salt is good, but if the salt have lost its saltiness, wherewith will ye season it?
Right, you can hold that right there. Bring that out in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 21. Right, back in 1 Maccabees, chapter 10 and verse 21. Give me the book of 2 Maccabees, right, chapter 1 and verse 27. First, going back into this thing, man. And give me the book, right, of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse number 8. Bring that up.
1 Maccabees chapter 10 and verse 21. I'm sorry, 20. Come. Wherefore now this day we ordain thee to be the high priest of thy nation, and to be called the king's friend.
Right.
And therewithal he sent him a purple robe and a crown of gold.
And a lot of our people, they take the bait, man. Right. They get the crown of gold, right? They get the gold ring, they get the silver, they get the crown, they get all of the riches of this world, and they bow down to the so-called white man. Read on.
And require thee to take our part and keep friendship with us.
And do what?
And keep friendship with
I'm
us.
not keeping friendship with this world, man.
At all.
It's nothing you could give me to make me denounce my Lord and Savior, man.
Right.
Not a damn thing you could give me. Read on.
So in the 7th month of the 160th year, at the Feast of Tabernacles, Jonathan put on the holy robe and gathered together forces and provided much armor, whereof when Demetrius heard, he was very sorry.
Jump to verse 33.
Verse 33, moreover, I freely set at liberty every one of the Jews that were carried captives out of the land of Judea and to any part of my kingdom. And I will that all my officers remit the tributes even of their cattle. Furthermore, I will that all the feasts and Sabbaths.
You see yourself in the sign? What's your nationality?
I'm Indian.
You Indian? What's your father?
He's passed.
What's your father's race?
He's Indian.
He's Indian, East Indian? Right, where you going into slavery, man?
That's right.
What's going up? What you walking up so proud?
I just wanted to hear what you were saying.
Well, what do you feel about slavery? How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I follow the teacher. That means like KRS-One. He taught me a lot.
Hold on. When you see this sign, what do you see? How do you feel when you see this sign right here?
Yeah, I feel rage.
You feel rage?
Yeah.
What about if your people did this to my people? Why would you feel rage? How you think I feel if you feel rage?
I feel empathetic rage.
No, that's not what I asked you. If you feel rage, how do you think I feel when I look at that right there?
Fucking rage. No?
No, it's not even a word that I feel, man. I wish this was a spear. Right? So I could jab it in you, man.
What's that?
But now is not the time. I have to wait on my Lord, man. Right. But we're going to show you what the Lord said about it, man. Now, are you sorry for all of the rape, rob, and murder and all of the evilness that your people did on this earth?
My people who?
The East Indians.
Okay. Which part of India are you speaking of?
All of India. Right. Give me the book, right? Give me Esther, chapter 1 and verse 1. Right?
You know where Kerala is?
We're going to go to it. Give me the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9. Right?
I came out of
And
solidarity,
give me the book
but
of
I'm feeling a lot
Ezekiel,
of angst,
chapter 29 and verse 3.
Would you like me to leave?
No, we want you to hear the judgment. That's what we want you to hear.
The book of Esther, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Read.
Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia.
And he reigned from India all the way to Ethiopia. So during this time where all of this reign was going on, what was our people? It was under tribute. They were slaves during this time. Right.
Are you open to hear the perspective of...
There is no perspective. This is the perspective right here.
Right.
This is the truth right here.
Yeah.
While literally it was rain going on, we were doing what? We were slaves, man.
Right.
How do you feel about that? You said you feeling rage. Are you sorry for that?
Am I sorry for... you got to be more specific.
Are you sorry for your people putting my people in slavery?
The Indian people.
Yes, the East Indians.
Okay.
Are you sorry about that?
East Indian people were under British rule. I'm not sure you're
Bring
not
that up.
understanding what
Bring that
you're
up.
saying.
Revelation chapter 13 verse 9.
Bring it out.
If any man ever hear, let him hear.
So this is the Lord's and his judgment upon you and all of the wicked nations that put our people in captivity. Read on.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So the Lord said if you led a nation of people into slavery, what's going to happen? You're going to go into slavery.
Right.
So what's your judgment according to the Bible?
What is my judgment?
What did the Lord just say? You lead people into slavery, you're going to go into slavery. So
So you-
according to the Bible, what's going to happen to you?
So the British people that led the Indians
Bring that back
into
up,
slavery.
man.
I'm
Because you
just
slithering
not
around. You're going into slavery.
Right.
You put
Okay.
chains around you, man. That's the judgment. Read that again.
Revelation 13 verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword, man. And your people are very proud. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 25 and verse number 2. All your people are very proud that put our people in slavery.
Yeah,
Give me the
the
book of First
Egyptians.
Maccabees.
And Shem, yeah.
Right, chapter 2 and verse 11.
Isaiah,
Bring the book of Ezekiel.
chapter 25 and verse 2.
Read.
For thou hast made of a city an heap, of a fenced city a ruin, a palace of strangers to be no city.
That's strangers to be no city. And that's Babylon. It's the melting pot. All different nations, they come to Babylon. They think it's free. It's that land of the home, damn land of the free, and all of that folly. It's nothing but a melting pot, man. It's nothing but stargazers, abominations, lies, pedophilia, damn Christianity, Roman Catholicism, damn all this, this Egypt all over again, man. Your people come here, and it's nothing but a nasty melting pot with all of these different nations, man. But the Lord's gonna make all of everything you see a heap. Read on.
It shall never be built.
What the Lord said,
It shall never be built.
Now, everything you see right now is built up. You see the Christmas trees, the lights, everybody holding hands, right? They're passing gifts, right? They're throwing eggs at one another and giggling. Read.
Therefore shalt the strong people glorify thee. The city of the terrible nations shall fear thee.
It said the city of the terrible nations. Because every nation wants to come to Babylon. Right. Drop what you got and give me the book, right, of Revelation. Right, chapter 18 and verse 23. Give me the book of Isaiah, right? Give me the book of Isaiah. Right, bring that out in Ezekiel chapter 29 and verse 4. Right, she fled, man. Right, bring that out.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29 and verse 4. Bring it out. But I will put hooks in thy jaw.
What the Lord say?
But I will put hooks in thy jaw.
And the Lord gonna put a damn hook in your jaw.
Right.
The Lord not getting down with the East Indians, man.
At all.
I hate East Indians.
Right.
I'm a racist.
I'm super Catholic. Not even.
Racist up kid,
Right. That's right.
You're not going into slavery, man.
That's right.
Bring that back out. I'm gonna put hooks in your damn jaws.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29 and verse 4.
Read it out.
But I will put hooks in thy jaws, and I will cause the fish of thy rivers to stick unto thy scales.
Read.
And I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy rivers.
Hey, the Lord gonna bring thee up out of the midst of all of the rivers, meaning the different nations. The Lord got everyone right. He gonna reel you in and bring you out, man. Hey, brother, come in the words of the Lord.
2 minutes, man.
Come on up here, brother. You an Israelite. Come on, brother. Come on. Hey, brother, come in the words of the Lord, brother. We out here for you. You an Israelite. Repent, keep the commandments.
Get out.
Read on. And I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy rivers, and all the fish of thy rivers shall stick unto thy scales. Verse 5. And I will lead thee thrown into the wilderness, thee and all the fish of thy rivers, thou shalt fall upon the open fields. Thou shalt not be brought together, nor gathered.
Hey, the Lord said thou should not be brought together.
Right.
How you doing, elder? What's going on? Why you see yourself on this side, elder? Where you at? What's your race? You be a so-called black man? You said African American? You find that term in the Bible, elder? Where you see African American at in the Bible? It's not in there. All right, give me the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 13, and verse number 3. Right? It's not in there, elder. So you gotta ask yourself, who am I? According to the Bible. Give me 2 Maccabees 1 and 27.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 13, and verse 3. And gave them exhortation, saying, Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren and my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary, the battles also and troubles which we have seen.
Now we're reading about our forefathers. Now one of our forefathers right now, he's letting you know that he stood up and he fought for his nations and the laws and all of his brethren. You know?
By reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake.
What the Lord say?
My brethren are slain for Israel's sake.
Now we got slain, brother, right? And we was in battles, and we died, and we fought, and we got slain for Israel's sake.
Right.
So the Lord is speaking about who right now, brother? I can't hear you. Hold on, I want you to pay attention to something real fast. We're gonna read this for you. For right now, you can hold your questions on that. We'll answer them, elder. Right now, I need you to listen real fast. We're gonna read it again for you.
Stop and breathe.
Come.
1 Maccabees 13 and 3. And gave them exhortation, saying, Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren and my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary.
Right, how you done for the laws and the sanctuary? 'Cause we have a history. Our history don't start in 1619. It goes all the way back to literally our forefathers that we read about right now.
Right.
That fought in wars, that stood up. We had a sanctuary. We fought for our laws and our
Right.
brethren. You know?
The battles also and troubles which we have seen, by reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake.
For who?
For Israel's sake.
For Israel's sake. So we got slain for who, brother? For whose sake? Elder, stop being fascinated with the signs for 1 second. All right, well, check this out. We're reading this just for you. I need you to listen right now. Can you pay attention real fast, elder? All right, well, what are we reading about? Well, I know I'm asking you a quick question. What are we reading about? All right, well, check this out. We're about to make all of this come to life. All right, about this, not a coloring book, right? We're going to read this again, and we want you to tell us what it's going into. We're going to break down every word, but I need you to listen. Read that again.
And gave them exhortation, saying,
So our forefather gave the nation of Israel exhortation. Read on.
Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren and my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary.
Now check this out. We're reading about our forefather. He's telling them what he did for the laws and the sanctuaries. Because we have inheritance and we're reading about it, you know?
The battles also and troubles which we have seen.
So we literally fought battles.
Right.
We had wars. Our forefathers, they kept the laws. We had a sanctuary. These are the things we're reading about our heritage, right, of who we are, you know?
By reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake.
For who?
For Israel's sake.
So who were our forefathers slain for? For whose sake? For Israel's sake, right? Read on.
And I am left alone. Now therefore, be it far from me that I should spare mine own life in any time of trouble, for I am no better than my brother.
Hey, we're no brother than our brother. Right. And this is our forefathers. Now, who we reading about? Our forefathers. And he's literally talking about what? Israel. So in the Holy Bible, you open it up, you read about the wars, the laws, everything that we kept, and we read about our heritage. Read
That's
on
right.
this morning.
Come. Verse 6. Doubtless I will avenge my nation.
What the Lord say?
Doubtless I will avenge my
So
nation.
we need to be avenged. Now when you look at this sign, what do you see? He said, "Yeah, doubtless I will avenge my nation." So when you look at the whole world, who's been beat down? Who's been slain? Who's been killed? Who's been raped and robbed? Who's been manipulated? Who's been killed and bruised and hung and burned?
Right.
Literally, our forefathers, they said they would stand up and fight in the wars for our brethren,
Right.
to keep the laws in our sanctuary. And literally, they said, "Yeah, doubtless I will be avenged of my people, Israel." You know?
And the sanctuary, and our wives, and our children.
Now think about our wives and our children. What happened in slavery? They were raped, they
Right.
were killed,
Right.
they were hung, they were drowned,
Right.
and they were burned.
Right.
So we're reading about our forefather right now wanting avenge for his nation.
Right.
Now when you read that, I mean, what nation do you think he is? If you could point him out on the earth right now, what nation would you think he is? Elder? Yes, sir, Mr. John. What nation? You said what? What nation are we reading about? We just read it. Elder, you are fascinated with the signs right now. All you need is some crayons. I'm trying to turn this into a coloring book. Check this out. All of this right now, it's in the Bible. So if we read it, right, we can literally point out everything that you're looking at on these signs and make it come to life. Now I point out something because your eyes are glued down. What you looking at? He said, what, Elder? He said civil war, civil rights. Elder, okay. We're reading about the Israelites in the Bible. That's right. We're trying to tell you that you're an Israelite.
That's right.
All you got to do is come back to the Lord and repent.
Right.
That's why we out here, to teach you, right? We didn't come out here and say that's glue people's eyes to the billboards. We came out here chiefly to let you know you're a king, right? You're our elder, and we want you to come back to the words of life. So you will be an Israelite according to the Bible. How do you know? When you look at this sign right here, elder, right? We're about to make all of this come to life. Now, when you see this right here, what do you see? Slavery, right? Of our forefathers, and a bill passed to be sold. And we're about to show you that in the Holy Bible. Right. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. So before you leave, we're about to show you in the Holy Bible that we're Israelites. That's right. You listen, you understand? What am I saying? I can't hear you, elder. Avenge of Africa? No, we're the Israelites.
Right.
That's
Right.
No, I've never been to Africa, right? But you are an Israelite,
Right.
right? We're about to show you that in the Holy Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse
I
68.
need you to listen, Mr. John. All right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now,
with-
the Lord said he's going to bring us back into slavery again. Now, when you look behind you, what do you see? What is that behind you? It's a ship. Now, what did they do on ships? What were we doing on those ships? We were slaves on those ships.
Right.
So we're going to read in the Holy Bible a prophecy coming true about our people that served in hard bondage and servitude.
Right.
Read on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How we get to America?
With ships.
With ships.
Right.
So according to the Holy Bible, how do we get to America, brother? On ships. Now, who are we reading about right now? Take a wild guess. What nation of people are we reading about? Give me 2 Maccabees 4 and 18. What say ye? You said what? All right, Elder, you're an Israelite.
Right.
All right? We're telling you that you're an Israelite because we fit the curses in Deuteronomy 28.
Right.
All right, 15 on down because we went into slavery on slave ships. You understand that? I can't hear you. Yeah, I know we're not on slave ships. We went on slave ships. This right now is past tense, right? So you heard of Moses? Moses already lived thousands of years ago. And Moses was teaching, right? And telling our people, if we don't listen to the law, statutes, and commandments, that he will put us on slavery on slave ships. That's how we know we're the Israelites. Because we fit in everything that we're reading about right now, which is past tense, which is a prophecy that came to pass. You understand that? Bring that out, Ken. Set 4 and 18.
Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 18. Now when the game that was used every 5th year was kept at Tyrus, the king being present, this ungracious Jason sent special messengers from Jerusalem, who were Antiochus, to carry 300.
Right? So we reading out the Holy Bible, letting you know that you're an Israelite. You got any questions? So who are these people on this sign? Can you take your mask down so I can hear you, Elder? I can't hear you. Right, but they would be slaves. That's what the Americans would call them.
Right.
Well, who would the Lord call them? We just read about it earlier. So according to the Holy Bible, we just read about God's chosen people, that they would be in slavery on slave ships.
Right.
So God's chosen people are named the Israelites.
Right.
Right.
So if God is talking to his chosen people, the Israelites, and everything on the sign happened to the Israelites, then what would that make us? And who would that make God's chosen people if all of this happened to the Israelites? Hey, Elder, take your eyes off these signs for 1 second and listen. Real fast. 1 second, Elder. Just 1 second. Just listen to what we're saying right now. So if the Lord said that all of this, and I'm talking about everything on this sign. You see alligators, baits, and children that look like me and you. You see him get burnt alive. You see him hit the nigger baby, right? You see slave ships and slavery,
Right.
whips and cracks. This happened to God's chosen people. You following? So who did this happen to? God's chosen people. Now God's chosen people are the Israelites. But there's proof that in the Holy Bible. Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. So these things that we're reading about only happen to God's chosen people that are the Israelites. Right?
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. And it reads, this is the word which Moses spoke. This is the word that Moses spoke unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
Unto all Israel. All right, we got to hide the damn sign. Right? Unto all Israel. So who is the Lord speaking to? All who? All Israel. So Israel, the Lord is speaking to. So what pertains to the Israelites, we're about to read it again. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, beginning 48. Because everything on this sign happened to the Israelites. You're not going to find any other nation that's going to creep on this sign other than God's chosen people.
That's right.
So when you look at this sign, what do you see? Rape, robbery, and murder.
Right.
And we're reading about who again? God's chosen people, which are the Israelites.
Right.
Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shall thy Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
Now the Lord said that the Israelites will have to serve their enemies. So who are we reading about right now? Who are we reading about, Elder? I can't hear you. I'm just making sure you understand. Well, can you explain to me, sir, who are we reading about? I want to make sure you understand before I build the next stepping stone. I can't hear you. You said I don't have to build anymore? We're reading about the Israelites. Right? In case you didn't know, you may or may not have. You're going to keep reading about the Israelites. Because all we're reading about is the Israelites.
Right.
Because I'm an Israelite.
Israelite.
You're an Israelite.
Israelite.
Everybody on this sign is an Israelite.
Israelite.
I can't stop saying Israelite. Right. Israelite, Israelite, Israelite.
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 Israelite. I'm going to damn trap you with 1,000 angels. They're not going to let you leave. So you know you're an Israelite. Right?
Israelite.
We got to read this scripture over and over. We're going to read it over and over. We're going to hide all the signs. We're going to hide the crayons and the coloring books and all of the bright lights. And we're going to let you know that you're an Israelite. All right, read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
So the Israelites are going to have to serve their enemies because the Israelites wrote this book. Right. And the Israelites are speaking right now. Right. And the Israelites are around me right now.
Right.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
Now the Lord sent enemies against the Israelites in hunger.
And in thirst.
Hey, the Israelites will be thirsty.
And in nakedness.
Hey, the Israelites won't have no clothes. Read.
And in want of all things.
Hey, the Israelites will want everything. Right. The Israelites will want food.
Right.
The Israelites will want something to drink.
Right.
The Israelites will want a job.
Right.
The Israelites will want to help.
Right.
The Israelites will want to have everything because they're on the low end of the stick. Because the Israelites are treated like nothing in society. Because the Israelites are hung and shot. And the Israelites are nothing in this world.
Right.
And the white man beats us down and damn stomps on our necks, man. Because the Israelites broke the law, statutes, and commandments. So who are we reading about, brother? All right, read it.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So the Israelites had yokes of iron upon their necks. Because the Israelites broke the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You know?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Now, aren't we destroyed, Elder? Because we don't know who we are. What do we know about ourselves? We don't know anything about ourselves. You know why? Because the Israelites are destroyed.
Right.
So when you look on this sign, this shows how the Israelites were destroyed. And physical, right? How were we destroyed? Look behind you, man. All the murder, the gladness, the dancing, all the parades, the religion, all of the feast days of this society, and joyous solemn assemblies, and we got destroyed. Now, we're reading about the Israelites, and this happened to the Israelites. Then who are you, Elder, if this happened to the Israelites? And I didn't make this up. The Lord said this happened to the Israelites. So who would you be according to the Bible if this happened to the Israelites? We're not going to give up on it. We're not going to give up, Elder. We're going to read it again, right? This happened to the Israelites. So when you look at this sign, everybody on the sign is an Israelite, okay? Do you understand that? Okay. So you do understand everybody on the sign is an Israelite.
Right.
So if everybody on the sign is an Israelite, who are the people on this sign? Who do they look like? Do they look like you, Elder? Elder, do these people on this sign look like you? You said what? 1863, right? Now, what was going on in 1863? Rape, rob, and murder was going on in 1863.
Right.
And this happened to, guess what? The Israelites. So didn't this happen to us? Okay, so we got something in common. So if this happened to us and it happened to the Israelites, then who are we? Who must we be if this happened to the Israelites? Come on, you can do it, Elder. Come on, Elder. Mr. John. You can do it, Mr. John. Now, everybody on this sign is an Israelite, right? We don't give a damn if we say this 55 hours straight. Right. Video, damn, no edification. We care about you, man. I don't care about nothing else. I want you to know you're an Israelite, man. Right. Listen to this. Everybody on this sign is an Israelite. We can't get too in depth in the scripture because you might not understand it, right? Because you seem like you zoned in on the sign. Like you in a black space world and you see nothing but this sign. It's utter darkness. So when you zoom in on this sign, what is this right here? When you see this right here, what is this? Shackles. So what people have shackles up on their necks? What people, Mr. John? Our people.
Right.
I don't know if it's our people because I'm an Israelite.
Right.
And this happened to the Israelites.
Right.
So if you say our people, then our people will be the Israelites.
Right.
So if this happened to the Israelites, who are we if this happened to the Israelites, Mr. John? You said what? You said answer it for you? Right, so I'm about to give you the answer. I'm about to give you the biggest hint in the world. We're Israelites.
Right.
That's the biggest hint. It can't get no simpler. So if we're Israelites, then what did the Lord call us to this very day? I can't hear you. What'd you say? Now what did he call you?
That's right. That's right, Elder.
All right, Elder. So if he called me an Israelite, what must you be? There you go. Hey, give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 15. Goodness gracious, man. It's like a tug of war with a tractor trailer. You just losing, getting dragged. Hey, but there's hope at the end of this thing, man.
Right.
Right?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 15.
You know,
By long forbearing.
What the Lord say?
By long forbearing.
We have to long forbearing this thing, right? We have to tell you in Israelite 777 times, man.
Right.
We're not going to pull 95 precepts. We're not going to get on the so-called white man. We're going to talk to you right now.
Right.
By long forbearing.
Read. Is a prince persuaded?
And you're a prince. You're a king. You understand? Thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
So by long forbearing and you being patient, now you understand who you are as an Israelite. I know you've been, what, 60-something years on this earth? Maybe longer, maybe shorter.